Hello children, I am Vikesh from Mount Literacy School Jhansi. I am your science teacher. So welcome children into the another lecture, that is a coal and petroleum. In the last video we have discussed about the fossil fuels, that they are of three types: coal, then petroleum, and then natural gases, in which we have discussed about the exhaustible and inexhaustible resources. Okay, so you remember that inexhaustible resources are those resources which can be used again and again, just like sunlight and air. Okay, whereas exhaustible resources are those resources which can be used once, just like coal, petroleum, natural gases, etc. Okay, then you have remember we have discussed about the fuels are of three types: solid fuel, liquid fuel, and gaseous fuel. Somehow these all fuels we are using some place to places, just like gaseous fuel. If you remember that liquefied petroleum gas, that is a LPG, which we are using in our kitchen for cooking the food. If you remember liquid fuels, that is petrol, diesel, and kerosene. These two we will use to run our vehicle. And solid fuel, just like wood, charcoal, coal, and coke, are used into the villages where they can cook their food by using this solid fuels. Okay, so let's move ahead. Exhaustible resources such as coal, natural gas, and petroleum are formed from plants and animals. Okay, through extremely slow natural process that takes millions of years. Means it is not like that the coal or petroleum which we are seeing, they are digging the hole into the ground and take it out this. No, it is a thousand and millions of year process by which we are getting this fossil fuel. They are called fossil fuels. They are organic compound. Organic means because they are made up by the all living organisms. That's why they burn in the presence of oxygen and produce energy in the form of heat and light. Okay, why we are using fuels? To get the energy and heat by which we can run our all the machineries, all the vehicles, and all the equipment which we are using at home. Ultimately they need energy. Right now you are watching my video. This video you are watching on mobile, and mobile is run on the battery. So somehow this battery is also a source of energy for your mobile. Okay, so what you can see in this picture, you can see coal and petrol. So coal is a solid fuel, whereas petrol is a liquid fuel. Correct. So what is a coal? So first of all we are going to discuss about the coal. Coal mainly consists of carbon. Okay, because it's blackish in color. Coal is used as a primary source of heat and to produce electricity. Okay, if you remember nearby Jhansi there is a place called Paricha, and there is a thermal power, that is called Paricha Thermal Power Station, which can produce electricity. By how? By using this coal they will burn and convert the water into the water vapors, and this vapors can run the generator, and when the generator will move you will get the electricity in the form of energy. So they are using fuel and generating the electricity. And what type of fuel they are using? They are using a solid fuel, that is called coal. It is significantly used in steel production, in thermal power plant, and cement manufacturing. That's why cement sometimes you will see it is grayish in color, because of this, because they can mix the powder of coal inside them, which make the cement or the that cement more stronger. Okay, now we are moving further. Now the question will arise, how we will get the coal. So in the next topic we will discuss about the formation of coal. Okay, so let's see with the help of a picture how the coal are formed. If you can see in the first picture, you will find out there are lots of trees and lots of plant, and there is a water formation is also there. So what will happen? The trees and other plants that grew in swampy area of 300 to 400 million years ago died, and their remains got buried in the swampy soil. Over a time, these remains were covered with layer of sediments like mud and sand. Actually, what will happen when they will die? After dying, what will happen? They will be laying on the ground. Okay, and after some time, when rain will come, the rain will bring soil along with the water, so they will totally covered with the soil. So this process is happen again and again. So what will happen? These remains or dead part of a plant will go deeper inside the soil. Okay, now if you can see in the another picture, that is a picture number 2, the low oxygen condition, the buried plants material form a dark brown material called peat. आफ्टर मतलब सॉइल में और मिट्टी में दबने के बाद दे विल गो इनटू द डीपर लेयर ऑफ द सॉइल, एंड वेयर वेरी लो ऑक्सीजन conditions are there. So this material will start converting, and this material is called peat. If you can see in the third picture, gradually more and more sediments got deposited over peat. Sediments means more soil, more dead particles, again soil, dead particles. So these all are called sediments, got deposited over peat. Remember peat? Okay. Peat was compressed between the layer of sediments and form lignites. This layer will go into the deeper. Okay, you can see here is only a green and water is there, but in the third picture you can see this layer will come in the middle, and you will got a one more layer on that, that is called sediments. Okay, and where is a peat? There is a peat. Now this peat is now called lignites. Now if you can see in the fourth picture, further compression resulted in the formation of bituminous coal. Now this can create a lots of pressure inside the earth. There is a lots of pressure is also there, lots of heat is also there. So this, if you can see, this peat can convert into the bituminous coal. Okay, and if you can see in the last picture, in the fifth one, even further compression result in the formation of anthracite, and after this lots of pressure can convert this peat into the anthracite. This is how the coal can form. Okay, so in today's video we have discussed the fossil fuel, that is coal, and we have seen the different process of coal formation in this lecture. Thank you.